Hello, wonderful people. This is your guy, Forsen. I strongly believe each and everyone is doing wonderfully well. Today is also another day, and we are still on our lessons. And today we are still on the melody, on how to create a melody using the major scale. If today happens to be the first time you are watching my lesson or a video here, I want to tell you that subscribing and following this channel will help you to learn the guitar by yourself at your comfort zone. Now let's move straight to today's lesson. As I said earlier on, we are still on how to create a melody, and last week we had a melody using the first major scale. This was the first major scale, and we used it to create a melody using the happy birthday song, and it was we are going to do the same melody, the same song, and by this time we are going to use the second major scale and the third major scale. We are going to combine them, because sometimes in creating a melody you use two or more major scales. Sometimes you can only use one major scale. It depends on the song. So today we are going to combine this one. This was the second major scale. This was the second, and the third one was this one. So we are going to combine these two to create the same happy birthday melody, and we are going to use the same notes that we used during our the first melody that we did using the first major scale. We are going to use the same notes. That was the so la so do ti, so la so re do, mi so mi do ti la, fa mi do re do. The same notes. So la so do ti, the same thing. By this time we are going to pick those notes from this scale. We are going to pick those notes from this one. So when you look at this second scale, where can you find your so? Re, mi, fa, so. So the so is here. We have one so here. And when you take the third scale, do, re, mi, fa, so, we have another so here. So you, the guitarist, you have to know which so you are going to use for this song. Happy birthday. This one is high. This one is like octave high, so, and this one is somehow low. So you have to be able to know which one to use. This one, I don't know. We don't teach this one how to know the right notes to pick, because we have if it's so, we have numerous so in C. So you have to know. And this one, for you to be able to know the tricks or to know how to pick the right notes, it depends on you. You have to continuously practice the scale. You have to play the scales continuously. The more you play the scales, the more you are able to identify the note easily when you want to come out with a melody. So this one, if you look at this so and this so, the best one to use is this one. So when you look at the so la so do ti, yes. So we picked our so la so from the second major scale. This one. That's where we picked our so la so la so do ti. So our do ti, we picked our do ti from the third major scale, which is this one. So we picked our do ti from the third major scale. Remember, I told you we are combining the second major scale and the third major scale to create the melody. So la so do, ti. So, so, la, so, do, ti. So the second one is so, so, la, so, re, do. So we picked our so, so, la, so from the same second scale. We picked our so, so, la, so for the second bar from the same second major scale. And our re, do, we picked our re, do from the third major scale. So the two bars again. So, so, la, so, do, ti. So, so, la, so, re, do. So, so, la, so, do, ti. So, so, la, so, re, do. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. So, mi, mi, so, mi, do, ti, la. Mi, mi, so, mi, do, ti, la. When you look at the second major scale, we have mi, mi, so inside there. We have mi there. We have so there. And when you look at the third major scale, we have mi there. We have so there. So you have to be able to know which one that will suit the melody. Because when you look at this song, happy birthday, it goes a bit higher. Happy birthday. So don't go and pick the mi, mi, so, the low mi, mi, so from the third, from the second scale. Mi, mi, so, mi, do, ti, la. Do, ti, la. You see, it went up, that is, it went higher and then came do, ti, la. It came down. It came down. So when you are doing this thing, it's really depend on you yourself, how you have practiced the skills, how you have learned the skill, how far you know the skills. If you know the skills very well and you are used to the skill very well, the melodies will be very easy for you. So again, happy birthday to you. So, so, la, so, do, ti. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Do, re, do, re, do. That's the second bar. So the third bar is mi, mi, so, mi, do, ti, la. Our mi, mi, so, mi is from the third major scale. And then do, ti, la. We came and picked our do, ti, la from the second major scale. So in combining in combining two scales to create a melody is very complicated. But if you've been able to know the scales very well, it will be very easy for you. And it doesn't depend on you as to you have to use to combine two major scales or to use one major scale. It doesn't depend on you. It's the song that determines that you have to go by two major scales or you have to go by one major scale. So again, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. So the fourth bar is fa, fa, mi, do, re, do. Fa, 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 mi, do, re, do. So we picked our fa from the third major scale, which is this place. Fa, fa, mi. Fa, fa, mi, do, re, do. Sorry. Fa, fa, mi, do, re, do. So the same notes that we use is the same progression, the same note. So, so, la, so, do, ti. So, so, la, so, re, do. Mi, mi, so, mi, do, ti, la. Fa, fa, mi, do, re, do. So again, I am moving slowly and then you know how the movement is. Happy birthday to you. And that one is so, so, la, so. The so, we started from the third string. Every bad girl, that is the G string. Open is our so, 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 la, so, 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 la, so. Third, second fret of the third string, that is the G string, is your la. And this one, you should know all this when you are learning the scales. So la, so la, so do ti, so la, so re do, mi so mi do ti la, fa mi do re do. So when you get to the may God bless you now, may God bless you now, it's the same progression. So la, so do ti, so la, so re do, mi so mi happy birthday to you. So that is that. It's very simple. It's very simple, and if it's going to be simple for you, it depends on how you learn the major scales. I kindly ask you to make sure you learn the major scales very well. You learn the scales very well. From the melodies, we are moving on to chords in key C. We are going to look at the major chords in key C. And before you can move very well, before the chords will be easy for you, you have to know this very well. You have to be able to know the major scales and be able to play more songs using the scales before we can move on to the chords. So I have to give you more space for you to practice this, come out with more songs before we move on to the chords. I think it will take like 1 month time before we move on with the chords. But before whilst waiting for the 1 month time, I'll be coming out with the lessons, that is theoretical lessons, like theories, the terms and other things that you have to know to close the gap. So I'll give you more space. Practice this for at least 1 month. Come out with songs. Any song in this world you can play using the major scales. Any song in this world, any song that you know in your head, just try to play it with the majors, any of the scales. Some of the songs you have to combine 2 or 3 scales to get the song or to get the melody. So as an example, the song that I started with is an intro of a Ghanaian gospel song. When you look at this intro of the song, it's made up of the first major scale, the second major scale, and the third major scale. It's made up of these 3 scales. It's a combination of these 3 scales plus chords. It's a combination of these 3 scales and then chords. That's why I'm saying that the chord, if you want to move very well with the chords, you have to get used with the scales, major scales, and then apply them in melodies. This is from the third major scale. From the third scale. From the same third scale. So this one is from the second major scale. We came from down to top. It's very, very sharp. Yes, and then from down to top, the intro, it's also started from here. This one is also from the first and from the second major scale and the first major scale. So this is just by the way, but I want you to know that the scales are very, very important. And as you learn the scales, try and then use them to create melodies, and then not just one melody, numerous melodies. When you are able to get at least 10 songs with the scales, When you are able to get 10 songs or 20 songs with the scales, anytime you take the guitar, any song that will come in your mind, you'll be able to play it. It will come naturally. It will come naturally without you even checking the notes. It will just come. It will just flow. So for the last time with the happy birthday, so la so do ti, happy birthday to you, and then so la so re do, mi so mi do ti la, fa mi do re do, mi so mi re do. That is, may God bless you now, may God bless you now, may God bless you now. So the notes are so la so do ti for the first bar. The second one is so la so re do, and the third bar is mi so mi do ti la, mi so mi do ti la, and then the fourth one fa mi do re do, and then when it comes to the may God bless you now, is so la so do ti, so la so re do, mi so mi do ti la, fa mi do re do. So these are the notes that we use in this melody. This brings us to the end of today's episode of the happy birthday melody. Before I end the video, if today is the first time you are watching the video here, don't forget to subscribe. Hit on the subscribe. After you hit on the notification bell, so that anytime I upload a new video, you can get an alert. Also, your comments, your questions, your suggestions are highly welcome. If you don't understand anything, you just leave them in the comment section below this video and I'll respond to them positively. And if you've not watched my previous lessons, don't worry, I'll leave all the links to my previous lessons in the description below this video. You just go there and click on the links and get access to all my previous lessons. If you don't know the previous lessons, these current lessons are going to be difficult for you. You must know them and then you follow the lessons, and surely you are going to get there. Don't forget to share this link to your friends. Share to anybody that you think he or she might be interested in learning the guitar. Have a nice weekend. Goodbye.